Pregnant at 16 years old.
Hmm. What a reaction. And see, like I just was telling you, we were just talking about it, why does everything have to be recorded? This girl sitting there with no reaction, her mama crying, and she's taping her. Like, what are you saving it for? To show your baby how your grandmother felt when you told her she was coming along. Like, I'm trying to figure out what's the significance of taping her mom when you go to tell. Maybe she was taping her because she didn't want her mama to backhand her, or hit her or something. I don't know.
Mm.
But like, what was it necessary to tape your mom when you're telling your moms, some news that could be seen, kind of devastating. You know, I mean, I don't know her mom, and I don't know their relationship, but I mean, you went through the trouble to make this cute little box and everything else, and to video it, to say, we just in this era of everything needs to be on video. There's no privacy because, like, what if your mom would have not reacted into breaking into tears? What if she would have been cursing and yelling and screaming? Or
Mm.
what her reaction could have been? Like, now you got this on tape, and this lady, because I'm sure that's very challenging for her, because she knows what that means for you. You don't know. And you wrapping that little stuff in that box and giving it to her. You don't know what you in store for, because remember now, what you do to your parents, you get back double fold. So I don't know. I don't know if she's prepared for where her world, how her life is about to change. And I hope this is not one of those grandmothers who take over raising a child for the child. I really don't.
It's the
She needs to
generations.
understand.
It's the generations. Because mother would have whooped your motherfucking ass. As soon as she would have whooped your motherfucking ass.
Oh, my
Just
dear,
plowed
can't
up there
beat her.
on the street and dump shit. She probably ain't number like 29, 30.
Mm.
That's probably all that's probably how old her mama is anyway. Sitting up here crying. Sitting up here crying.
Well, I mean, it's something to cry about, I mean, she's, there's so many thoughts that's probably going through her mind of like, do you understand where your life is going, how your life is going to be from now on? Do you understand how difficult this is? Sometimes I think kids, because we are a generations of parents where we give our kids so much, and we carry that guilt in our head that we want to be better parents to our kids than our parents was us, and we want them to strive and have better than we had, and we work hard to do that. We grind real hard to try to give our kids these things that we think they deserve and what they need, and the little small lesson seems to be getting by. Like, we had to get out there, back in my days, kids, they had separate schools for people who were pregnant, and it was a shame to be pregnant at 16 and stuff. And now we're doing all these things, we're doing these surprise things. We're doing, not only do they get baby showers, but they doing gender reveals, and like, it's a whole lot. Like, I've seen some of these things look like it's a wedding. Like, they doing so much now that these kids are so entitled, and they think it's nothing now to walk in and give their parents, or tell their parents that they're pregnant, and expect you to help them support this child because you've supported me. But back in the days, they say, oh, you get pregnant, so remember now, the things I used to do for you, I don't do them for you no more. I do them for your child. So you got to take care of yourself.
I know one damn thing. I ain't finna be sitting up there crying. I'm not finna be crying. Let me. If I had a daughter, let me would have found out she got pregnant. Let me would have found 16. Your ass finna be down at the grocery store bagging goddamn grocery on the cashier machine, and then on the weekend you gonna be babysit.
Yeah.
There you going your ass go. Oh, dad, I want to go to college. Damn that. I don't give a damn if you don't go to college. I ain't finna take care of no kids. Your ass gonna work, and then when you graduate from school, you gonna have to go to college and get a full-time job. Hire a
Yeah.
babysitter. Put yourself through college.
Well, I disagree with that. I think that, things happen. you know, and
Yeah, and
so
things
we
happen,
don't
and there's
turn,
a consequences to things.
yeah,
See,
but
as parents, we
also,
don't want it to be no consequences. You sit up there, you tell a kid, listen, listen, kids are impulsive. They don't have developed brains. They basically they follow instructions. They follow instructions, and as you get older and your brain develop, you begin to comprehend a lot more, and you less impulsive. But just because you're impulsive doesn't mean there is no consequences. I'm not shielding you from the consequences. Fine. I forgive you for the mistake. And I'm not gonna keep your head in the sand for the mistake. But be damn if I'm gonna suffer the consequences for you. You got to suffer your own consequences
well,
because we told you that getting pregnant, it's not going to be easy at a young age. And so you made a mistake. And fine, we'll rub you on the back, we'll kiss you on the jaw. But at the end of that, you got to get busy. You
yeah,
got to
but
get busy.
I don't think that what I was saying is I don't think that when if my child came to me and they were pregnant and we got through that part of it and she says I want to go to college, I am not going to not support her in going to
Oh
college.
yeah, I'm a
You know,
supporter.
I'm gonna help her go to college and I will watch the child while she go to college because so many of them give up their dreams to do anything else. So I will help her along the journey if she wants to go and do something productive for herself. So just because you made a mistake don't mean that you penalize them when they acknowledge the mistake they made and they want to do something productive. For not only going to college is going to benefit her, the child, the girl, it's going to benefit your grandchild. So yes, I'm going to help her if she's true and serious about following through with her education and she now understands that truly this was a mistake and I need to rectify this situation so that I can be a good parent for my child and I know I need to go to college. I am going to support her in that endeavor. I am. I'm not going to say, well,
I'm
you
not here
know,
to,
you made the mistake, so now college is out for you. You're a grown woman now, so you want to do grown things. You got to act grown. You need to go out there and try to hit it the best way you can.
that's
No,
that's
I'm
that's
not doing that.
called
That's
that's called
foolishness.
not suffering the consequences. So now you get to act like you don't have a baby and you get to go to
No, I'm not
college
saying that.
free and clear. No, it's plenty of people that go to college with a child and graduate. And it's
Mhm.
tough. It's tough.
Yeah, but they still have the
And
help of
you're
their
going to be
parents.
in that group of people where it's tough because you went out there and you made a mistake and now nobody is going to crucify you for the mistake. Just because, listen, I want to babysit I want to see my grandchildren when I want to see my grandchildren, not because you're out here doing things that I forewarned you about doing. And so you went out there and decided to do them. Fine. You didn't want to listen to me. Be damn if I'm going to suffer the consequences and I got to miss out on things I want to do because I got to babysit your child so you can get an education to be better. No, you can get an education and you can be better. But guess what? Instead of going to school full time and coming home and getting a full 8 hours of sleep, you only going to get 4 hours of sleep because you got to get your ass and go to a full-time job so you can pay the babysitter and you can buy books and you can do those things. And there's plenty of examples of people who do those things and they prosper. It's not going to kill you, but it's going to be tough. And the next time I tell you to do something, your ass going to listen because you know you ain't coming over here to me for me to rectify your ass and all your problems. It ain't going to happen. You can forget about it.
Nah,
Now,
that's not always
if you have
necessary.
a
That's where
problem
they
that we
go.
don't foresee coming and that happens, it happens to everybody. But I'm not gonna be doing that. I ain't gonna be sitting up here crying. That's on you.
Well, I
That's on
mean,
you.
her reaction, we don't know if her reaction to crying and the daughter doing all this is a negative reaction or a positive reaction. You know, I heard someone say, you know, she was okay with it. I don't know the circumstances behind all this, but I do know if your child, because now we're looking at the girl from the girl and her point of view, but who's over there looking at the boy that helped her get pregnant? You know, what
Well,
is his role
you
and
better
his
make damn sure you know
responsibility
who it is.
so that
And
he gets a role in doing this, you know,
mhm.
and participating in this. So I don't think that she should have to struggle to go to college or have a difficult time going to college because she's gotten pregnant at a young age. I
Mm.
think If she wants to go to college and she wants to better herself and make a better life for her child, I think that, as a parent, we should support them in those endeavors. I think we should help them and not just drop them off and say, you know what, when I did these things, I became a woman. And so now I have to do it, do it yourself. That's a problem there. We're doing that too much. And so, that's old way of doing things. I think if we help support these kids, help her get to a place, especially if she desires to go to college. A lot of them don't desire to go to college after they get pregnant because there's so many resources out there for them now. They can get their own place, they can get all this money, they can get jobs, and so they're in a rush to grow up and be out there on their own. There's subsidized housing and all these things for them, so they're in a rush. So if she was to come to me as my daughter and say, hey mom, I do want to follow up, I've had the baby, I understand I messed up, and I want to go to college, I am going to support her in every way to see that happen.
Now I tell you this much, if you prove to me you can hold down a job, you take your ass to school, and you use all your resources that you can, whoever the father is, you get on, you make sure he's involved to try to help you, you work your job, you pay for it, and you're gonna have to prove to me that's what you going. I'm not finna sit up here and let you tell me a damn thing. I want to see you doing it, because you can say anything. The mouth can say anything. Yeah, man, I'm gonna do this, mama. I'm gonna do that. Before you turn around, you got another damn kid walking around here, and you ain't went to nobody college. And then when you go to college, you spend up all the goddamn financial aid money buying bullshit and messing around with other guys, and now you got another baby dad. You ain't finna put me through that.
Yeah, you foreseeing a lot that's there. We're not. I was not speaking of somebody. You still have to give them opportunities to rectify. Everybody gets the opportunity to rectify the mistakes that they do. Even when you get caught doing, you do something and you go to jail, you have to do the time. And when you get out, you paid your dues. So if she decides she wants to go to college, I will support her in her endeavors. Every parent is different, and men seem to see things in a different way. But somebody's son got this girl pregnant. So what would be your words for your son if he got this young lady pregnant? Why isn't he getting a job? Why he don't sacrifice his college education and those things? So you're going to require that he do all the same things to take care of that child?
Am I going to require?
Yeah, I said, what would you?
It ain't my job for him to require. I ain't going to require nothing. That's her and him.
But you have so many words of what you wouldn't do to help your daughter. But I asked you about your son.
What you talking about? If I had a son, he did.
I said that. Are you not listening, Carhi?
I'm just trying to make sure I hear you clearly. That's what I'm trying to say.
That's
what I want to make sure I'm hearing you clearly.
Clearly speaking,
and make sure
if your son got her pregnant, what would you be saying to him?
The same damn thing I'm saying to her.
Okay, then.
You got a baby, you're gonna have to take care of it. If it require you to work an extra job, because I'm not finna be now. It's you 16-year-old, so I gotta put up with this shit for 2 years. But you bet your ass your days is numbers, partner. You betcha. See, that's the problem with we always try to shield our kids from all the mistakes. You teach them, you teach these kids, and you try to guide them the best way you can, but you cannot block them for what life has to offer. Life, I ain't gonna always be here for you to fall your ass back on me. So it's my job to teach you. And sometimes those lessons are hard lessons, and they keep you from making a mistake. Because a lot of these kids, they keep making the same mistake. They make the same mistake.
But you're making something. Why does life lessons have to be painful when you have a wealth of knowledge in your parents? That's the purpose of being a parent, so that you can come to them when you make these mistakes, before you make these mistakes, and through these mistakes. We're not supposed to just drop them by the wayside because they did something that was seen,
know. Dropping you by the wayside mean me kicking your ass out. I ain't gonna do that. But listen, I'm not finna be taking the blunts of your blows because you out here making mistakes, brother.
Yeah.
Because this was the thing. We used to play baseball in the neighborhood. We used to play baseball, and every now and then we'll bust out a car window, or we'll bust out a window in the house, hit the damn ball, the ball hit the damn window. And then you go home, tell you, hey man, we busted one out. You daddy go up there and talk. Yeah, the boy busted one out. Yeah, I'm gonna give you that money for that one of them boys there. But you bet your ass we gonna have to mow yards to pay for that window. But these kids don't have to mow no yards no more. They don't have to work to make up the difference. They don't have to go bale hay. We have to bale hay for free. We have to do the work for free to pay for what we done fucked up. Excuse my language. These kids don't have to do that. They just fuck up and then move on from that. Fuck up again. Parents cover that. Fuck up again. And that I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Excuse my language, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry, but I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. If I have to pay for something, you're gonna have to pay too. And that's just how it's gonna be.
So since you're taking that holier than thou attitude, how many times you mess up and you're
I ain't give my parents no problem.
No. I mean, even in life now, how many times do we mess up and God gives us chances over and over and over again?
Yeah, God gonna give him a chance too.
Boy, stop it. You need to cut it out. You need to cut it out.
God gonna give him a chance too.
Yeah, I pity the woman who got kids who cheat. We'll be fighting all day because ain't no way in the world you'll be putting my kids out or telling them all this. No, I am going to support them. Yes, I'm not going to support them, but I'm going to support them.
When that shit start happening, I wrap it up, man. I go get my own shit, bro. Y'all, you can have it. Hey, if you gonna let the kid do what they want to do, shit, I go live in peace.
So you're saying the wrong thing. I didn't say let the
I go get me another woman and have another kid.
Stop talking over. I didn't say I would let the kids do what they want to do. I said I would support them, but I would not handicap them. That's a difference.
And how you gonna do that?
And you're being harsher. You want to do things the harsh way. And my child wants to try to better herself and go to college. I am going to support her in that. I'm going to try to help her see her through that. God, it's not that difficult, Carhi. Cut it out. You're just playing.